Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Emily.
How you doing, Emily?
I'm doing pretty good. It's very sunny here today. It's a very
So
clear,
jealous.
beautiful day. So, just kind of chilling, just having a
Nice.
good day. Yeah, how
We've
are you
been in
doing?
full winter mode here, and it is
Bummer.
beyond upsetting. But
Yeah,
hopefully that ends soon. I mean, spring has to come at some point.
it will. It will. I just know it.
It better. It
It
has
will.
every other year, so I assume it will, but you know,
Eventually.
it could come sooner, and that would be great.
That is true. That is true. But what's been
But
going on for you this week? What's new besides
um
besides winter?
nothing really. It's been a really busy week, but
Yeah.
like just work's been busy. So I haven't
Yeah.
really done much, but I ran 7 miles yesterday, so
Let's
that's
talk about it. She
crazy.
is a runner, she is a track star.
She is. She gonna run away.
That's you?
I can't remember what the rest of the lyric is.
That's literally all I know. It's
But
the
yeah,
only
so I
part I
did
know.
7 miles yesterday, so we're getting there. We're getting
You
there.
did so good. You
We
did
have
it
like,
fast too.
yeah, 9 minute miles, kind of slays. But we have like 7 weeks left of training before
Okay.
the
When
half.
is when is your half?
May 10th.
Okay.
So we're getting there.
You got this.
But should be good, should be good. So
That's so fun.
we slay.
We love. Oh, she's a tired gal.
Yeah, we're recording a little earlier than usual, so I'm kind of sleepy, but
She is sleepy, but it's
all
all
good.
good.
How was your week? What did you do?
My week was good. Busy? Was it busy? I don't remember. Oh, me and my roommate and her fiance, we've been watching Severance, and so that's
So
taken up
good.
the majority of my free time.
You have to be caught up
Um,
because Friday is the finale. The day this premieres is the
is the
finale, the
finale,
season
and we're
finale.
tr we're trying to be. We're on episode 7 or 6 of season 2,
Oh, so you're fine.
so
You're
we're
fine.
fine. The problem is Maya's fiance is going to be on a trip from Tuesday to Thursday.
That's a personal problem.
So we really got to crank out these episodes in the next little bit, because I'm obsessed with it.
It's so good.
Love it.
If you haven't watched,
Um,
go watch because it is so
yeah,
good.
yeah, I highly recommend.
Hmm.
Oh, this is fun. This happened 30 minutes ago. Maya's little sister came over and I pierced her ear.
Very exciting.
Um, I don't know, like a couple months ago, I bought a ton of piercing needles because I wanted to pierce my ear. So, and the like smallest amount I could buy was 50. So I've just had
Naturally.
49 piercing
Did you ever
needles.
pierce your
Just
ear?
Yeah, I did. It looks really good.
Oh, you never
Um,
sent pictures.
I think I did, but it's
Oh,
okay. I'll
maybe
send you
I
some
was
more.
asleep. This
That's
happens
also a
sometimes
possibility.
because of the time change that like she'll send stuff, like she'll text stuff while I'm asleep and I'll open it in my sleep, so then it never gets seen.
It never gets to her.
It
It's
never
okay.
gets
I'll send you
seen.
some pictures because I'm kind of obsessed with my ear stack right now, so we kind of love. But I did her helix up here, and I when Abby and I pierced, because Abby and I have pierced our own ears before, we've just always done lobes ourselves, and we were gonna do each other's, but I was really could not do
She
Abby's. I
couldn't
was
do it.
too
It
scared.
was awful. It was a terrible experience.
Wasn't that bad. I didn't try that hard.
Well, the multiple pokes of okay, I can do this. I can do this. That was awful. So it eventually
Yeah,
got to
but
the point where I was like, give me the needle, I'm doing it myself.
it's fine. And it's fine. But I did it so easily. I don't know if I don't know, maybe after like getting tips from the girl that we get our ears done by, the like breathe in and out really loud as you like shove the needle through the crunch of the ear.
You've gotten over your
But
fear of
it
needles a little bit more too, so
Yeah, that also is a thing. But yeah, no, it was I think one thing that did help that we didn't do last time when we did our own ears is I took a page out of the Parent Trap book and I put an apple back there to have
nice.
something to pierce into, which I think made it easier to have something
Yeah, have it
have
tough.
something to
Yeah.
yeah, instead of just air
No,
and
that makes
ear.
sense.
So I think that helped. So it went well.
That's
So
good. It's very exciting.
if you need anything, if you need your ears pierced, I'm your gal. I got a lot of needles still.
There you go.
So
That's
yeah.
very exciting.
Yeah. So one thing that also has been going on this week that has just driven me bonkers is it was daylight savings last week, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, not in Finland. So I keep messing up because I think Utah is 9 hours behind. It's only 8 now. Um, and so like I had therapy this week and I thought I had therapy at 7 p.m. because it's 10 a.m. in Utah, whatever. I'm at the grocery store and I get a 5-minute email reminder of you have therapy in 5 minutes. And I was like, oh
I
my
gotta
gosh. So I
go.
hurry and leave the grocery store. I get on to like log on to the telehealth, whatever. I'm like 4 or 5 minutes still away from my apartment. My therapist is like, how's it going this week? And I'm just starting my check-in.
It's
Like,
okay.
oh,
It's okay.
I'm hurrying back to my apartment. I promise. Like, it's so
That's
awkward. So
funny.
it's been throwing me off all week. Like, I don't know what is going on, I feel like, but
I think it's thrown me off too. I feel like it's so weird because it's just an hour. Like it really shouldn't make a difference, but I feel like everyone had a weird week because of it.
really,
So I
dang.
don't know. That or actually I was gonna blame the moon because we did have a full lunar eclipse the other day. So I
Oh, you
think the
did? Did
moon,
we?
we did.
Was it just you guys? Did
I think
everybody in the
I
world?
don't think it reached you.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
think it
heard
was like
anything.
the US
Okay.
or North America, I should say. Um, had a full lunar eclipse. So really, I think it was the moon because I feel like everyone kind of had a weird week. And I
That
think it
makes
was the
sense.
moon
I mean, I get it. The moon mixed with
with daylight
daylight
savings.
savings. It's just a weird
It was a
combo.
recipe for disaster. That's right.
Exactly. Exactly. I feel that. So yeah, that's basically my week.
There you go.
Yeah,
Very
not
exciting.
too exciting. Yeah. Oh, one thing that did happen this last week that we haven't talked about on here, we were on another podcast.
Oh yeah, we were.
So my friend Hayden, he has a podcast with his brothers where they review terrible movies. Um, and we reviewed the movie Tall Girl from 2019.
I guess we did.
And I think everybody needs to go listen to that review because what a movie.
It really was
And
what a movie. Wow.
it was what a movie, but we had so much fun recording the podcast with them. Like just they were
It really was so
hilarious.
much fun.
It was so fun. We're gonna go back in a couple weeks for Tall Girl 2, so don't worry.
And I've learned some information since then that is
Oh,
very
so
wow.
okay. Okay. That'll be exciting to hear on the pod.
Yes.
So yeah, so that was something really fun. We got to record with them and talk about such a weird movie.
Yeah. If I can figure out how, I'll link it down below.
Yeah. If
Um,
not,
if not, it's called Why.
yeah, we can put a link on like in our stories on Instagram. So
Yeah.
we'll put that out. But yeah, no, it was so good. It was so fun. It
It
was
was. It was a lot of fun.
it was a good time. So
It's quite the movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's
go watch
something
it.
everyone should see once.
Once is enough, but
But it's
once is
Slade.
good. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Any pop
Okay.
culture stuff this week?
I don't think so.
Blake Lively filed another lawsuit for privacy infringement for releasing text messages. So,
Yeah.
what is she doing?
She
Girlfriend, you
just
need to
needs,
stop.
yeah, at this point she really just needs to cut her losses and just be done. And
Yep.
just
Go away for a couple
let it,
years, come back, and then you'll be
yeah,
fine. You'll be fine.
it'll
People
be,
forget very quickly,
yes.
but not
The
if you
media,
keep doing it.
yeah. Yeah. It's bad.
I'm trying to think. I think Taylor's gonna do something at the iHeart Reward Awards.
So she is performing, or at least something is being
Something,
performed.
yeah, they're doing something. So people think she's gonna announce a documentary, I think is what we've decided it is.
I mean, people are still clowning that it's our beloved Reputation because So there's a re-record. There's something with her last post on Instagram had 17 pictures, so something is happening on the 17th.
There you
I don't,
go.
we love to clown.
We
We
do.
love whatever.
I think the way, like, people have been tracking her trademarks, and I think people think it's a documentary based off the trademarks.
Okay. Well, isn't she like in her last like 6 months of
No, she
trademarks
got an
for
extension. So she
for
has
six
three
more
years.
months?
No, for 3 years.
Oh.
So she has three
Oh.
years. So you can like get a trademark and then you have so much time to file a statement of use kind of a thing.
Okay.
So she extended. So she has 3 more years to file her statement of use for these things.
Okay.
But
Okay. So
we'll
I
see.
just so we'll see what happens, but something's happening.
Yeah.
She's performing at least. We know that.
I think it's a documentary. I mean, I want an Eras Tour documentary so
Oh,
bad,
I want
so
one so
I would
badly
be
because
so on board with that.
yeah,
Also, an
absolutely.
extended cut of the Eras Tour with Tortured
We
Poets.
need tortured poets in there. Like I just need that added in because
Yeah,
like just take the original movie and just put it in.
throw it in. No
Yeah,
biggie.
no biggie. Nobody will be upset. So yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Anything else?
trying
I
to
don't think there's too
think.
much this week.
No, I think it was a pretty slow week.
Okay.
Taylor was in Utah, and I didn't even know about it.
She was
Heartbroken.
in flippin' Park City.
Which is okay. I mean, I want her to enjoy her privacy, but like,
Taylor, come on. Why didn't she tell us?
why didn't you call me up? I would have came to hang out. I mean, I would have came
She
and
would have
hung
kept it a
out.
secret too.
I would have kept
She
it
would
a
have,
secret.
yeah.
I'm
So
the
I don't know
world's best
why
secret keeper.
she is. So I don't
And
know why
I would have
we.
kept it a secret and we could have been BFFs.
So Taylor, come on.
RIP. But
It's
I
okay.
think it looks like she is enjoying her time, just
Yeah.
being in all of the places. So I'm happy.
She's just jetting around the world. She's just going
She's just
everywhere,
chilling, relaxing, chillaxing, having a good time.
which is what she needs to do after
The
Eras.
craziness that was the art store. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's it though for pop culture.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much of anything this week. So, okay, so I guess we'll get into our main topic today. We're doing something a little different. This is something that I think is hilarious and I'm excited about. I don't know, as we've stated on here, Emily herself here is a mild, very mild conspiracy theorist. Like I love just the stupid conspiracies. That's where I thrive and I love don't ask me about detailed ones, but I don't know. We're not getting into that. We're more into the is Elvis still alive kind of conspiracies.
Gotcha. I'm very much a I take things at face value person. I'm not a
Amazing.
conspiracy theorist at all.
Amazing.
So I'm
Well
really I'm
then,
really interested to see what we've got here.
yeah. See, because so we decided so I kind of took the reins on this and I went solely for pop culture conspiracy theories. And I chose the most harmless of them all. Because there's some that are like, eh, don't really, like the Illuminati and all that kind of jazz and the lizard people. We're
I'm
not
not
getting
getting
into
into
that.
that.
No, this is very mild and tame, just kind of funny conspiracy theories, quite honestly. So
Nice.
that's what we're doing today is pop culture conspiracy theories. So, number one, the first one on our list today is the theory is that in 2003, Avril Lavigne passed away after her debut album Let It Go made her a global star. The theory claims that her record label covered it up and replaced her with a lookalike named Melissa, who had already been a body double for Avril to avoid the paparazzi.
I have
Abby, have
heard
you heard about
this.
this one before?
I have heard about Melissa. Yes.
Okay, so the evidence that supports this claim. Avril's style and music became more pop oriented, taking a shift after 2003. There are differences in facial features between pre-2003 Avril and post-2003 Avril, including facial features, her voice, and her handwriting changed significantly after.
Interesting.
Interesting, right? Okay. Lyrics from her later albums, like Slipped Away, the lyric is, "The day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same." Being interpreted by the conspiracy theorists as Melissa mourning the real Avril Lavigne's passing.
Okay.
Abby,
Yes.
on a scale on a scale of one being there's no way in heck this could have ever happened, to 10 being absolutely Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by Melissa. Where's your what do you think about this?
I'd give it a solid two.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there is a chance. I'll give them that. There is a chance. But what the heck? I have heard this one. People, how did this even come about is my question. Like, how were people like, this is not the 2002 Avril we know?
It's the facial features and the voice that changed that
But
sparked.
that changes as you grow up. Also, cosmetic procedures are a thing.
I mean, true.
What facial features changed?
I don't have them listed right now. I do know that there's something about like the shape of her face and her eyes are different. Like the eye shape is different. All
That sounds
things that
like,
can be
I was gonna say, that sounds
cosmetically
like
changed.
masseter Botox and an eye lift.
Yeah. So, this has been debunked by Avril herself.
On Call Her
Um,
Daddy.
on Call Her Daddy, where she said it is a very bizarre conspiracy theory.
I would agree.
Um, and that most of the proof that people have just boils down to natural changes in style and aging. Um, which, I'm gonna say I think this one is debunked. I don't believe this one.
Also, I would say some of Avril's best was after 2003. So really, I'm a Melissa
Yeah.
fan.
So Abby is Team
I'm
Melissa
Team Melissa. Well, no, I'm Team Avril post
post
2003.
2003.
If that happens to be Melissa, what can I
Team
say?
Melissa.
What can I say?
I mean, we love it. Yeah, I think this is not a real
Also,
conspiracy.
I feel like a record company would get more money. I mean, MGK says it in his song, you're more famous when you're dead, you know? Like I feel like that's not what he says. He says something to that extent, but um I feel like if she died, that one album would be the most famous thing ever.
Yes, but she was also just like when she was first taking off, we'll get into some other ones that have passed away supposedly. Um, and I feel like if Avril put like 2015 Avril would have passed, that's where I feel like her post-humanist fame would have been more
There
than
you go.
instead of just after her first album. That I mean has some bangers. I mean, Complicated is on that album, so
Why'd
like
you have to go and make me so complicated?
exactly. So I mean
Give
so
me
I
another
feel
one.
like from from that album,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the only song I know off the top of my head off of
Oh,
the first album,
okay.
which is why I don't think um her passing away and getting post-humanist fame would have been super prevalent after the
Also, I
first
feel
album.
like the style changed pretty dramatically that time in life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like 2000 to 2002, 2003 was one thing. 2004 to 2007 was another thing. 2007 to 2010 was another thing. Like
Yeah, I would
style
agree.
changed then as well. I
I
I'm gonna
agree.
say no. I'm gonna say this isn't
I'm
true. I know that's probably not the popular opinion, but I'm gonna go against the grain and say Avril Lavigne is in fact still alive.
I will agree with you on this one. There we go. Okay, on a similar vein, but different.
Oh,
Number two, Paul McCartney died and was replaced by a lookalike. Okay. The theory is that Paul McCartney allegedly died in a car crash in 1966, and the Beatles replaced him with a double named William Shears Campbell, aka Billy Shears. If you know, you
From
know.
our one and only Sergeant Pepper's.
So, backmasked messages in songs like Revolution 9, the lyric is "Turn me on, dead man." And "I'm so tired" says, "Paul is dead, man, miss him."
I mean, how much clearer can it
How
get?
much clearer can you get? Ready? The Abbey Road cover supposedly represents a funeral processional. John in white as the preacher, Ringo in black as a mourner, George in denim as a gravedigger, and Paul barefoot as the corpse.
Wow.
Okay. Paul holds a cigarette in his right hand, sorry, despite being famously left-handed,
Oh my
which some
gosh.
say is a clue that he is an
Obviously.
imposter.
Well, William is probably right-handed.
Billy Shears probably is.
Yeah. William.
William. This is a funny one. Because if you take the name Billy Shears for what it is, right? You go into Sergeant Pepper's and he does replace Sergeant Pepper as the leader of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club band. I've never been able to say that correctly. Um, so he replaces him because he's dead,
That's so true. Wow.
you know? Then the lyric, "Paul is dead, man, miss him." I mean,
I mean, how much clearer can
that's
it get?
that is straight up facts, I think. Because we all know the Beatles were totally coherent and knew exactly what every word meant that they wrote.
Also, they did not at all live in a state of such ambiance that anything could mean anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They were
Mm-hmm.
100% literal in
They
everything they
were.
did.
They
Everything
were.
they did.
They were. And Abby, I don't know about you. I've never held anything in my opposite hand.
Absolutely not.
Um,
When I was a
my
dancer,
left
my
hand,
left side was definitely not my dominant side as a dancer.
not at all. I
No,
don't I don't do cartwheels dominantly
no way.
left-handed. I don't do that.
As a
No, because
right-handed person,
I am right-handed. So obviously I must do everything.
everything must be.
Why do I like I don't even know why I have this arm. If I'm being completely honest, why do I need it?
I've
I
never
don't
smoked a
use it.
cigarette, but
Yeah.
if I did, I feel like I would use my left hand. Like I feel like that feels more natural than this.
Like I I don't know. I feel like, you know, maybe because I'm right-handed, and again, like I said, I don't know why I have a left hand or left
Yes,
arm because I don't use it.
don't use it at all.
I would probably smoke with my right hand because again, I don't use this at all.
So that's
But
that's
is
incriminating.
Billy Shears right-handed? And that's why he smoked with a right-handed cigarette?
Do you want my scale on this one?
I do.
I'm gonna again give it a solid two because,
Okay.
it could be true. We don't
It
know,
could be. We don't know.
but I don't think so. I think from what I've seen, they would have had to get a really good body double. Let me tell you, William would have had to been a twin of
I
Paul,
mean,
a twin,
so true.
because he looks the same and has looked the same since the 60s.
Since the 60s.
But um I'm gonna go
There's
with
a chance.
I'm gonna go with the fact that the Beatles claimed also to be a walrus. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay. And that's what Paul McCartney himself says. He says that it says Paul is very much still alive and jokes about the rumor, even naming his 1993 album Paul is Live.
Slay. Slay Paul.
So, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, now this one, this next one, there are parts of it that I actually believe in. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the theory is that Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen. We've heard the theory.
I
When Walt
100%
died,
believe this. This one I think
this
is
is
true.
one, yeah, when Walt Disney died in 1966, the same year as Paul McCartney, song fan.
R.I.P. Two legends gone in 1 year. Except Walt Disney had some things. He had some things.
He supposedly had his body, or just his head, cryogenically frozen beneath Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean ride, awaiting a medical breakthrough to revive him. The evidence is that the rumor likely started because Disney was fascinated with the future and technology. Some believe that the 2013 movie Frozen was strategically named to push Walt Disney Frozen searches down on Google.
Yes.
I believe this rumor.
Oh, I 100% believe this rumor. I feel like, of course, if anyone from, okay, I don't know much about Walt Disney. Most of it is not good of what I do
Not
know.
good. Yeah.
He would be the man to freeze his head.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And quite honestly, there's so much we don't know about Disneyland. Like there's so many like hidden things between the like psychology of the way that they have the smells like piped throughout it
Yeah,
and
Disneyland is
the
nuts.
like Disneyland is some crazy stuff. So the idea that he is underneath, maybe he's not technically frozen, but he's like underneath Pirates of the Caribbean or something. Like I fully believe it.
I
And then
fully believe it.
I fully believe that Frozen was named Frozen to change the
Stop the
the
searches.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Because Frozen was the thing is Frozen was pushed so hard for so long.
Also, the
Like,
name doesn't make sense for the movie.
no. No,
Like
it doesn't.
she has snow powers. She's ice
Yeah.
powers. I don't know. Frozen, the name doesn't make sense.
It
I
doesn't make
would have
any sense.
named it, let me think here. Let me come up with something. Elsa's Frozen
Okay.
Adventure or um um Arendelle's Last Stand.
I mean, like General Custer.
Um or let me think.
Oh, she's got
Um
something good.
um um the I fell in love with the
Oh,
first man
she's
I met, a shut-in story.
the story, the biological story, the
The biographical
biographical.
story.
That's it.
The biographical story of a suppressed shut-in.
There you go.
There
See,
you go.
amazing.
See, Frozen was a bad choice. There were so many other
So
options.
many, so many other great options. Okay, so this one says it has been debunked because Disney was cremated and his ashes were buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. His family has repeatedly denied the freezing story, but it continues to be one of pop culture's most endearing myths. The thing with him being
Endearing is a
cremated,
term. Endearing is a term to use.
the thing with him being cremated, you don't actually know what's buried at Forest Lawn. A bunch of ashes are buried at Forest Lawn.
Maybe. We
Could
don't even
it
know that.
exactly?
They could just put a headstone down there.
Exactly. So I believe that this one is real. This is a conspiracy theory I will buy into.
I
You
agree.
can take me conspiracy theorists. This is one. Okay, here we go. So Abby, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at?
Say 9.5.
Okay, amazing. Okay, here we go. Number 4. I think I have 6 or 7, so we still got some more.
Prison.
Okay, number 4. Elvis, Tupac, Michael Jackson are still alive. Each of these legends supposedly faked their deaths to escape fame and live in peace. Elvis Presley. There have been sightings of Elvis that have popped up for decades, including at a Michigan Burger King in the 80s. Some claim his middle name was misspelled, Aaron with 2 A's instead of one, on his tombstone as a clue. Tupac.
Ooh.
Many believe he faked his death in the 1996 shooting in Las Vegas and fled to Cuba. He has released a lot of posthumous music, which fueled speculation that he was still recording in secret. Michael Jackson. Fans believe that MJ faked his death in 2009 to escape financial trouble and public scrutiny. Videos of a look-alike leaving his coroner's van spread online. Okay. Elvis, Abby. Thoughts on if Elvis faked his death?
I think with all of these people were so famous that people, of course, are going to dress up like them and pretend that they are them and do little sneaky little photo shoots. I believe they are all dead
Okay,
because there's easier ways. There are easier ways.
I
Just
get it.
get in a scandal and get canceled. That's the easiest way to become irrelevant now.
But again, Elvis died in the 70s,
I know. I'm just
so
kidding. I'm just
he
kidding.
couldn't quite get into the same type of scandal. And quite honestly, he was already doing a lot to be in a scandal,
That
if
is
we're being
true.
completely honest. He nothing was
Um,
keeping him down.
but we've seen what Elvis looked like before he died. I think he used and abused his body a little bit too much.
I would
And
agree.
and I don't know. I don't know anything about Tupac. I'm gonna be totally honest.
I don't either. He was just listed as one of the deaths, so I have no clue. Um, didn't I mean? Let's throw out some conspiracy
Did
thoughts
he
because
get
that's
him
what we're
killed?
doing.
Is that what it was? Was it Diddy?
I think it was
Or
Diddy.
was
It
it
was someone.
Jay-Z?
It was
They were probably working together.
probably.
Allegedly.
Um, sorry.
Um,
I don't know anything really about it to I can't say much. Michael Jackson though.
Michael Jackson.
Of all the people like of these three, I feel like he's the one most likely to still be alive.
Well, I feel like his death was the most like, hmm, you know what I mean?
Because there's still like speculation on if he was killed, if he
Oh, I think
died,
that
like
doctor whacked him hard.
yeah, so I could see him um you know escaping and like thinking that because he was being targeted.
Yes,
So to me, out of all of them, Michael Jackson seems like the most likely candidate to still be alive.
I agree.
Um,
However, I will say, I feel like Elvis would have the easiest time disappearing
yeah,
because of, social media or phones and it wasn't what it is now, or even what it
yeah.
was when Michael Jackson died. I don't know.
So I won't lie, these ones feel like they could be, to me, they're kind of 50-50. Like I'm kind of leaning either way. Again,
Hmm.
I know nothing of Tupac, so I really can't comment on Tupac. I'm very sorry. Michael Jackson and Elvis though. I'm sitting at like a 50-50 because they could have. Like if they wanted to disappear, they could have. They were in positions to be able to
Disappear.
disappear.
I feel like Tupac was too early in his career
Yeah.
to
No, I get
disappear.
that.
Well, I feel like wasn't Jada Pinkett Smith, weren't they dating or something? She is involved somehow
I think they dated. I don't know if they were dating, but
at the
they
time.
did at the time at some point.
I feel like Elvis, I'm gonna give this a three. I think he's
Okay.
dead.
Okay.
Tupac, I'll give it a three as well. I think he's dead as well. Michael Jackson, I'll give it a 3.5. I think he's
Okay.
dead, but a
So
little bit less.
a little bit more likely that
Yes,
he's
but I still think
still
he's
alive.
dead.
Okay. I I will concur with you on all those. Michael Jackson, I'll give a five though, just because he's the only one I really feel like could still be
There you go.
because his death was
Still
so
be
weird.
kicking. His death
Like,
was weird.
because
I remember when he died. It's
I do too. It
crazy.
was the same day Farrah Fawcett died.
Yeah, and
Um,
Billy, the what's his name?
I don't know.
The from the infomercials, Billy.
Oh, the OxyClean guy.
OxyClean, what's his name? It's Billy
I don't remember
something.
Billy some, but
Billy.
OxyClean guy.
I was most upset about Billy, I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember his name, but I really was so upset.
Yeah. So
OxyClean
I
has
think
never been the same.
It has not. So I think Michael has more li is more likely to still be alive because his death was just too weird. There was
It was
just too
really
many
weird.
weird things about it, like the circumstances, him preparing for tour, like
Well, and I feel like there was an investigation into it, and we never really heard anything about it.
yeah,
So I don't know, kind of sus.
kind of sus. So to me, he's the most likely of the three to still be alive.
But again,
Um,
also, I think he used and abused his body to the point where if it did give up,
well,
that would
or
make
if
sense.
someone
Where,
did
but also, I
take
think
over.
it was,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, no.
may they all rest in
I
peace because they are all dead.
totally, yeah, no, I completely agree. So, okay, so for our next one that we have, this one is that Stevie Wonder is not actually blind.
Wow, okay.
Okay. So, the theory is that despite being blind since infancy, people believe that Stevie Wonder can see, or at least has partial vision. Um, so the evidence is in 2010, during a Paul McCartney performance, Stevie caught a falling mic stand, seemingly without hesitation. Shaquille O'Neal claimed Stevie once greeted him by name in an elevator without Shaq saying anything first.
Interesting.
He's been spotted courtside at basketball games and even took part in a charity skeet shooting event. Okay,
Interesting.
so that's all the evidence. So not blind apparently. Yeah,
Interesting.
kind of an interesting one because I feel like he is posed as being fully blind, like he just
Yes.
doesn't, you know. Um, but the sh going into an elevator with Shaq and not knowing he's in there and just saying, "Hey, Shaq," that's a little sus if you ask me.
That is. And I will
Um,
say, I don't know if Shaq is necessarily a reliable source. The man likes to talk and has said a lot of things.
I mean, not wrong.
So I don't know if he's necessarily super reliable, but maybe. I'm not saying he's not
He could be.
either.
Um, him, Stevie Wonder being spotted sitting courtside at a basketball game. You know, that to me does not prove that he's not blind just because
Because
you go for the vibes,
if
you
I
know?
was blind, I would still want to sit courtside in a basketball game. Come on, that
Exactly.
sounds like fun.
I will say skeet shooting at a charity
That's
event,
that's how well did he do, is my question.
you know, that's a great
I
question.
mean, I wouldn't put a
Um,
gun in any even partially blind person's hands, but you know,
you know, it's
it
that's the
was for
one that really
charity.
gets me. You know, that's the one that gets me. And also, you know, catching a falling mic stand during a
Yes, but
performance. So,
also this man has been on stage for decades, decades, decades.
yes.
I think
Yes.
he probably has pretty good control of his environment on stage. You know what I mean? Like he knows how things are
I
supposed to
agree.
feel, what's going on. Like I can see, and I mean, a mic stand, you can catch a mic stand with your eyes closed.
The question is, did he know it was falling or was it like because I haven't seen the performance, so I don't know for sure. But if he didn't know it was falling, like it just wasn't by him and it just like or like it was from behind and he caught it or something. You know what I mean? Like
I have a,
depending on the
I,
way I agree. I think that
mhm.
that one's I think he's very skilled at performing so that way he has an idea of what's going on. But it would be an interesting thing to look into of what was the instance of the falling mic
Yes.
stand?
If the mic just fell and he had nothing to do with it and it wasn't near and he caught it, then that's sus. But I have a feeling
That's sus
he bumped it and caught it.
and caught it, which
That,
what you wouldn't need I don't
no,
eyesight to do. He has eyes,
no.
just not eyesight. But yeah, again, I go back to the skeet shooting.
That one
And
is, that's the most incriminating, I would say.
you know, to me that one gives off like Helen Keller vibes of like she can fly an airplane.
She flew a plane. She wrote all of
Um,
these books on communism.
That's a conspiracy theory that is fun to get into as well.
That's one I
But yeah.
100% believe.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyways, back to
Okay,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Okay, so Stevie has it been debunked? Stevie jokes about the rumors, offering to prove that he's blind.
How
His
on earth could
ability,
someone go about doing that?
I don't know.
Throw a ball at him and see if he catches it?
I mean, maybe that's his test. I don't know. Um, his ability to navigate the stage or catch objects could be chalked up to quick reflexes or other heightened senses.
You know,
So, I mean, you
what a
know,
sad world we live in, where people are doubting this man
he's blind or
on his
not.
blindness.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know.
People are
But
crazy.
people, okay, Abby, on a scale of 1 to 10, where does this one lie
This
for
is a
you?
0. This is a 0. I don't believe this for half of a second. I mean, could it be where like he can see some light or something? Like it's not totally black? Sure. The man is not. I believe him. I believe him is what I'm trying to say.
There you go. There you go. I I believe him. I don't believe that he's I believe he's blind. I don't believe that he's faking it. Um I will again say the skeet shooting.
That feels more like a failure on the charity's behalf, giving a blind man a gun. Like I don't think
Yes.
that is I also would like to know how well he did. Like what were all the circumstances of the situation like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I don't have that information right now, but I do think that's one aspect of it that is worth investigating a little bit
Sure.
more.
That's fine.
Um not because I don't believe that he can't see. Just because it's a little curious, you know?
It's an odd situation to find yourself in as a blind
Yeah.
person. But
But
but I stand with Stevie.
okay. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Here is the final one for the day. And this is a fun one. This is a really fun one, okay? Number 6, the Pixar theory that all Pixar movies exist in the same universe. The theory was first proposed by blogger John Negroni that the Pixar theory suggests that every single Pixar movie exists in a single connected timeline, from the prehistoric Good Dinosaur to the post-apocalyptic Wall-E and Monsters Inc. Key ideas. Brave starts the timeline with the discovery of magic, which gives animals and objects, like toys, consciousness. Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and Ratatouille show animals and objects behaving like humans. Cars takes place after humans have disappeared, possibly due to the environmental damage hinted at in Wall-E. Wall-E depicts the Earth abandoned by humans, and Monsters Inc. shows a distant future where monsters evolved using doors to travel back in time to harvest children's laughter as energy. Boo from Monsters Inc. grows up to be the witch in Brave, mastering magic and time travel in search for Sully.
Oh. I believe this one. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think this one, um, I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like the idea that every Pixar movie is you can,
Interconnected.
yeah, is that you can make a timeline and go from the beginning of the world to the end
Hmm.
and post.
Exactly. And Pixar slays. There's so many great Pixar movies.
I mean, Toy Story, Finding
Toy
Nemo,
Story, Finding
Monsters
Nemo,
Inc.,
Monsters Inc.
Wall-E, Cars, Brave, Ratatouille. There's so many.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's yeah.
Kind of on, not on the same thing at all, but I have to mention it. The fact that the writer or whatever for Amelia Perez
Wrote
is the
Ratatouille.
same lady who And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wild. Because I
wild.
freaking love that song.
Do you want
And
to know
she's
an
kind of
unfortunate
ruined it for
fact?
me.
She did. She did
Yeah.
ruin it. I saw Ratatouille for the first time 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah,
Ratatouille
I
is a
had
classic.
never seen it.
Did you like the part where the food
What?
critic is happy because it tastes like his mom's?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you. Oh wait,
Okay.
Abby? Oh,
Can you
you're
hear me
back.
now?
I can
Dang
hear you
it.
now.
Okay, well, anyways, um, did you like the part of the movie where the food critic is happy because it tastes like his mom's?
I did. I
That
thought
was
that
so
was very
sweet.
sweet. I actually really enjoyed the entire movie. I
It's a
thought it
cute
was
movie.
very cute, very well done, very fun. Made me want to make some ratatouille, you know?
Or to wait.
Or ratatouille. 'Cause ratatouille kind of slaps. Um, but yeah, no, I actually really liked it, even though I didn't see it till 2 weeks ago.
Well, I love that movie. Anyway, Pixar slays. I absolutely think this is true. This is a 10 for me, easy.
Yeah. So has it been debunked? Pixar hasn't confirmed it. But they do sprinkle Easter eggs linking movies like the Pizza Planet truck or A113, which keeps fans hopeful that it's all intentional.
Slay.
So, yeah, no, I totally think this is real. I think that that's a very real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Abby. So that's all of them that I have for us today. Um, what are your thoughts? What's your in conclusion thoughts about these conspiracy theories?
In conclusion, people have way too much time on their hands to find things that connect together. But if it
Agreed.
brings them joy and they're harmless, good for them. I don't participate really, and I don't necessarily get it. But if it brings them joy, keep doing it. And it's
There
harmless.
you go.
Keep doing it.
So,
Keep doing
so
it.
the two that you believed, Disney was cryogenically frozen
Yes. Disney's head
and
is
Pixar
underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean
pirates,
ride.
absolutely, and Pixar movies,
Yes.
which
Kind of connected. I mean, not really, but
I mean, but
Pixar and
kinda.
Disney have had the collab over the years.
The occasional collab we love, we
Yeah.
stan.
Doesn't Disney own Pixar
Um,
now?
yeah, they do.
See,
See, it's fine.
it's all
Um,
it's all interconnected.
I agree. I agree. But yeah, so I think really what we've come down, Walt Disney was frozen, Pixar is linked. Michael Jackson, there's a slight chance he might still be
We're
alive.
unsure. We're unsure.
We're unsure. And Billy Shears is running the Beatles.
William.
Sorry.
Um, call him by his God-given name, William.
Sorry. Sorry, William Shears Campbell.
Um, I would like the record to show I do not think William is around. Um,
I don't either, but
but
I think
William
it's funny.
Slay, Billy Shears slays. Let me say that. Billy
I
Shears
know.
slays.
Peter Frampton.
One of these days, we're gonna do a movie review on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and you guys aren't
See,
even.
you can't say it.
I
I
can.
did this.
I
I
just I
said the
think
same
you
thing.
messed me up.
I feel like
Sgt.
if you just
Pepper's
get
Lonely
like
Hearts Club Band.
it
You're
just like
messing me up.
there's so many L's in there. It just like kind of picks up and you just can't like roll it doesn't roll off the tongue as easy. I don't know. It's always been a struggle for me.
Anyways, there might be a movie review about that coming soon because that
There
movie
should be.
slays.
Yeah, we need to do that.
But that's all we have.
Yes. So please
So,
enjoy our non-harmful, very mild conspiracy theories.
exactly. And follow us on your preferred streaming platform and social media and subscribe on YouTube. It's just 801 Diaries Podcast everywhere. Follow us on our TikToks because we're slaying.
We
Um,
are. And you can keep up
and
with Abby's running updates all the
my
time.
running updates. I'm slaying my running updates. And the occasional other videos thrown in there too.
You know.
Um, but that is all.
Yeah, that's all we got for you. We will see you guys next week.
See
Bye.
ya.